Yo, yo, what's up, guys? All right, this is the cool part about everything right now, guys, is that they already got it broken up into pieces, so I don't even have to like search for each event. They already got that set up for me. So, women's individual event 5, y'all. Ooh. Slowly chopping away, y'all. I'm excited. Tia's in first. Laura Horvath, Gabby. I think that's it. Or maybe Brooke Wells for fourth, and I don't know who's fifth. Maybe Emma Tall. That's my guesses. But I think it's Tia, Horvath, and Gabby for the top three. All right, excited, y'all. The next event, Devil's Tails. Take it out.
Number 2 continues here at the 2024 Rogue Invitational as we are inside P&J Live in Aberdeen, Scotland. You certainly don't want to tug on Superman's cape, and you definitely do not want to pull on the Devil's Tail, and that is event number 5, presented by Yeti. Women are going to be up first here. Overall standings coming in, Tia Toomey has been perfect, 4 for 4. If she wins this event, she'll set the record for most consecutive event wins at the Rogue Invitational. Gabby McGowan still sits in second place. Alex Gazan, courtesy of her performance in the last event, moved up 7 spots and now sits in 7th place overall with 215 points.
Last event, Alex Gazan actually did really well. Placed first in her heat, but she got 4th overall because these top 3. Oh, Gabby's still in second. Huh. Oh, you know what? I think Gabby was ahead by a lot though. And Laura, yeah, I think Gabby was ahead by a lot because it was like this, but Brooke Wells was under Laura and she was trailing Laura by like 5 points. But Laura did really good in the last event, which made her score the way it is right now. All right, so it's still close. 335. So you get 100 points per event. So if Tia messes up and Gabby wins, let's see. How does she get her score? I don't know what second place score would be. I think if Tia happen gets second and Gabby gets first, I think Tia still be ahead. Yeah, Tia will still be ahead, but it's still a close matchup. I mean, as you can tell, Laura still has a chance. She's just gonna have to step it up. I don't know how many events there is left, but it's been cool. Tia's been winning every one of them, every one of them. All right. I hope Alex does do well. I feel like she's deserving of a higher placement, but 7 ain't bad. 7 ain't bad. All right, let's go.
Devil's Tail, just 2 movements, not a barbell in sight, Adrian.
That's right. It is 2 movements, and they are going to be quite devastating as we find some redundancy within these movements. We're going to be doing what's categorized as a single arm devil's press. They're going to do 21 of those things, 2 separate occasions. The unique thing is they got to do 21 in a row, Sean, and that's going to definitely tax the body in a unique way, and it's
Yo, this is gonna suck, y'all. Row climbs into single arm devil's press. Look at that, 70 pounds, y'all. Oh man, they set a up on this one. This is gonna suck. All right, we'll see what happens.
separated by 3 rope climbs each round. So 9 total rope climbs will certainly be a dictator in this workout.
Keys of the event.
The keys here, they, how can I say this? We got to pin the sear. It's not just the up, but it's also how you go down. The sear's the type of dumbbell they're going to use. From the top of the movement, they're going to have to press that thing straight down between their legs to start the next rep. The sooner they can do that, the more advantage they will have on their competitors. And less is more, and what I mean by that is how they get up and down the rope. The less touches or less pinches that they have to make.
Right. I don't think it's strict rope climbs. So, like, I'll be honest. Legs. Let your legs do the work on the rope climbs. You know what I mean? Let your legs do the work. I don't even waste my time in trying to do any type of control with my upper body movement because those dumbbells are heavy. 70 pounds for a devil's press, 21 of them. Yeah, let your legs do the work. And the less time under tension you can get with your hands on that dumbbell, the better. That's all I gotta say. I don't have a game plan for this one. Yeah, that was my game plan. Yeah, I guess that's my game plan. Singles, quick singles with the devil's press. So row climb, we can keep that consistent. Knock all three out. It's all legs, and then singles with the devil's press, but consistent singles.
The faster they will ascend and descend.
Emmental has a chance to do really well in this event. She's coming off her best finish of the competition. Took 7th place in event number 4.
Emmental is someone who has a great history with climbing ropes at a high capacity. I remember her doing alpaca redux at the CrossFit Games. It's a particular event that involved a lot of legless rope climbs coupled with a lot of grunt work. And Emmental, I don't think, will struggle with the weight at 70 pounds with this single-arm dumbbell devil press. And I know that she can navigate the ropes well, so I think that this will be a good one for her.
Taylor Williamson will be working out of lane number 9. She got into this event courtesy of the online qualifier.
Truth be told, if you're good, cause it's all leg work. To be honest, yeah, you want to keep less time on tension with your arms, but it's all leg work. And if you know how to activate your muscles in your legs, like the snatches and power cleans, it's solid. It's going to be heavy, but you're going to be solid. If you're very efficient at activating those legs, getting that leg drive, right feet placement, that's all it is. You know what I mean? You'll be straight. So that's how I look at it. Yeah, it's not ain't gonna worry. And when you're doing singles, once you do your burpee, you come up, land in place, reposition, knock out the devil's press. There's no reason why you need to be reckless or, out of control. Just take your time. It's 70 pounds, so it's not something that you have to be reckless on. You have to be efficient. If you're not being efficient, you're exerting, you're wasting energy per rep. So, that's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? Everything's good, like I said. Consistent on the rope climbs, quick singles with the devil's press, you be straight.
He's an athlete that we have seen do extremely well in the team competition, standing on top of the podium, winning affiliate cups. Right now, she's in 17th place overall after an 18th place finish in event number 4.
Yeah, and Sean, with Taylor, she qualified for the Q. We know a lot about her. We know the one thing that we do know about her fitness is that maybe she doesn't have the same amount of experience as most of these women. In fact,
the Wells sisters are in
team,
the same heat.
But her work capacity
I'm excited
is
to see that.
Extremely high. And we look at these two movements, albeit the single arm devil.
Remember, we're still battling the Wells sisters. Sydney and Brooke. We'll see who's going to take it.
Press a bit unique in regards to competition exposure. It's
so
simple.
far, Brooks in
when
first.
It's simple, and it involves going up and down a rope. We really like what Taylor Williamson has in regards to her workout history and where her capacity lies.
Stand by.
Alex Gazette should be good in this. I don't know if she's going to win, but she'll be good in this.
Heat 1 of 2 underway in Devil's Tail. We start with 3 rope climbs.
Devil's Tail, event number 5. Our athletes working on 3 rope climbs. Then they're going to make their way over.
Watching the athletes pinch the rope with their feet. This is going to be key. We talked about less is more here. They clamp that rope with their feet so that they actually don't have to do much climbing with their hands. When an athlete climbs the rope with efficiency, they simply hold onto the rope with their arms just to be steady so they can move their legs up for the next clamp.
Yeah.
With the left arm, 3 rope climbs.
Well, Alex
Pull from your lats, not your arms.
Third and final rope climbs. They're in the middle of your screen. Tal is in the long light blue pants, and Gazan is in the gray shorts, and they're going to be the first 2 to move.
Pull from your lats, not your arms. You know what I mean? Don't try to grip it so firmly with your forearms. I know it sounds kind of different, but pull from your elbows. Keep the tension on the lats. Climb with your legs, you be straight.
To that dumbbell, Taylor Williamson's done as well.
Oh yeah, these women having no problem, Sean, essentially jumping that dumbbell right over their head to lock out. Now what we're looking for in regards to the standard for this single arm devil press is that they can lower it with 2 hands, but at no other time Can their hands touch their body or the dumbbell until it's locked out overhead? And on the ground, it looks a lot like a traditional burpee. Their chest has to touch while their thighs touch, and then they can get up and get the next rep started.
24 rep mark is what they're looking to hit on the left side of your screen.
It's funny how I'm saying do quick singles when you're automatically doing singles for double press. I forgot about that. But looking good.
For the hub back to their
pace, consistency, looking good. I have nothing to say. Kazan, just like I said, she's going to do well in this event.
About 32 kilos.
A lot of pulling in this event. She's a great puller.
All 21 have to be
as you already know with that deadlift event a while back, so she's gonna be fine.
A unique challenge. I think a lot of athletes
I don't know what she's gonna be overall, but I know she'll be all right.
Rarely is it standardized that, hey, you're gonna do 21 consecutively on one side, and with such a weight as 70 pounds in that one arm.
Emital is your leader right now. Next to Alex Kazan, the first woman to get to this portion of the event.
I know Emital competed a number of times, but I never have to I never really kept an eye on her. So
what Alex Kazan was able to do for herself
I still have a question mark on her
for
about what kind of athlete she is. I mean, so far, you know, she's pretty good. I mean, she's still in the first heat, so she's not top 10, but, you know, I've been hearing her name a lot.
Have 7 reps remaining as they moved into the final station. Taylor Howe and Paige Semenza are swapping third place right now.
Nicely done as our athletes shipping away. Emital in lane 3, Alex Kazan in lane 4.
There is Alex Kazan, who, as we mentioned, moved up 7 spots from 14th place overall into 7th.
Nice.
Courtesy of her 4th place finish in event 4.
Alex doing a great job at one of our keys here, which is pin the sear. She puts her both hands right on the dumbbell, pins it right just in front of her foot.
I think I'm getting, you know what? That's what it is. That's what it is. I forgot this is day 2. The second event on day 2. This is why she's still in heat.
What's interesting here, Sean, is that the grip on that right arm is completely fatigued after doing 21 unbroken on that right side. Now, these women do get to use their legs for these climbs, but the way that's got to feel in your hands is completely foreign, with one arm completely almost feeling useless, I'd imagine, after doing all those reps.
A 7-minute time cap here, so we're already halfway through the allotted time. Emital on her 2nd of 3 rope climbs here in this set. Alex Kazan is on the rope now. Semenza and Wells are back as well. Danielle Brandon working her way back to the rope, and Taylor Williamson on the far right side. Taylor Howe is done, left side of your screen, the light blue top.
We just watched some of the athletes struggle at times when those ropes get a swaying. So the rope's not hanging to touch the mat, freely hanging there sometimes makes it tough for that first pinch to go down.
Emital back for her 2nd and final set of 21 devil's presses, now having to switch to the left hand.
Just as smooth, Sean. What I was watching for right there on that first rep was, were there any deficiencies in coordination? Was it very obvious that maybe her right arm was her down?
You know what? This workout reminds me of the open workout with the single arm snatches, but it was a lateral burpee over dumbbell. It's a lot similar to that, but rope climbs. So it's almost like the same difference. I mean, rope climbs are taxing, and doing that back and forth. So really excited. Who's first? Tall. All right. Kazan might catch up now that she got off the ropes.
Dominant, and maybe her left's going to struggle, but no sign of that here for Emital.
Alex Kazan has joined Tall on the final set of devil's presses, now on the left hand. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Now Paige Semenza is done, so 2 minutes remain before we hit the 7-minute time cap. 48 reps is the score that Emital needs to get to on the left side of the screen before she can head back for her final 3 reps on the rope.
Less than 2 minutes, athletes. Less than 2
Sydney Wells, Danielle Brandon, and Taylor Williamson all onto the final set of devil's presses. And here comes Taylor Howe at the bottom of your screen, and Amanda Barnhart also getting to work in the long dark green pants.
Gazan advances into her second 7. And I think this is commonly where she does start to take a little bit more rest, is in those transition reps from 7 to 14, from 14 to 21.
One of your keys was pin the bell, and you can hear that thing all over the floor, just
You sure can.
getting slammed into the ground.
That's right.
Unique dumbbells, by the way.
Tall has 8 reps remaining. Now less than a minute to go.
I will say that's an advantage with the Sear dumbbell. That smooth, round surface allows you to just kind of get it right down and not be so concerned with the other formation of like a hexagon-based dumbbell where it might take a corner and have a weird bounce on you. That's a really nice thing about these Sear dumbbells when they're out there on the floor.
Come on. Come on, move. You got 30.
Tall with 4 reps remaining before she heads back to the rope. Doubt she's going to have enough time to get it inside the time cap.
Sheesh.
20 seconds to try and get the work done.
Oh, I was going to say if she could get to the rope and get one climb, that could be a huge differentiator. I don't know that she's going to get the time.
No.
Tall's going to run out of time, but she does get through the final set of 21 single arm devil presses.
That'll work.
So she gets the farthest in the event. Alice Gazan was 2 reps shy of finishing up that set.
Wow. 48 reps for Emma Tall, and honestly, Sean, not a lot of stopping and slowing.
I definitely read that wrong. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for yawning. I definitely read that wrong. I forgot. It's let me not say I even forgot because I didn't see the time cap. I didn't know it was 7 minutes. And I thought it was 21 and it ladders down. All right, so it's just 21. 3 ropes, 21 snatches, 3 ropes, 21 snatches, 3 ropes. Okay, 7-minute time cap. Got it. All right.
For her, I mean, we watched her slower pace just to chalk a couple times.
I did say
Some of the
Gazan was going to do
sets,
well,
but
y'all.
Smooth on the rope
Before they
climbs and right
started.
to the dumbbell, right to the Sear bell.
Before they started. All right. So Wells,
Emma Tall, 10th place overall. Coming off a 7th place finish in the prior event.
Got
Going to keep that momentum here.
3rd place. I'm not sure if
Takes her
it's
heat.
Brooke
She
Wells or
was 3
Sydney
reps
Wells.
shy of getting across the finish line.
Yeah, and she did a great job, Sean, all the way through Devil's Tail. We knew that the rope would present no problem for her. And I believe it works this way. When you have a strength in a particular event, it helps you lean into the opposite movement more. And we knew the strength also wasn't going to limit her on the Sear bell. So this was a really great couplet for her. And she executed at a high level the whole time, not really stopping much. And that still left her shy 3 rope climbs of being able to finish this event.
Nobody finishes inside the 7-minute time cap, but Emma Tall does get the farthest, getting through that second and final set of devil's presses, and just had 3 rope climbs left. Alice Gazan was right behind her.
I'm still
followed by Sydney
debating
Wells
if I should
and
like
Taylor
look at
Williamson,
the strong women.
taking 4th place in that heat.
Yeah, I
followed
might
by
as
Paige
well.
Menza and Danielle Brandon.
Hey, yawn.
Heat
Sydney
2.
went ooh hoo, hoo, hoo. Yo, let's go back. Let me see that. Ooh, I thought Brookwell was in this. Oh, well, you know, my brain is so off right now. I forgot. It's day 2, event 2. Event 5, but event 2 on day 2. So that's why the heat's not messed up. Brooke Wells is in the first heat. All right. So cap 6. All right. I didn't remember
Heat
that.
2. Coming up next, second and final heat. And Emily Rolfe, someone you're keeping an eye on.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Emily. She's one of the taller athletes in the field. She does climb rope well, especially when legs are involved here. It won't be an upper body capacity limiter. And so I think she's going to get to show her overall strength conditioning.
There are your lane assignments. Heat
Uh,
number 2, starting with
Horvath's
3
going to do
rope
all
climbs.
right.
Tia Toomey in lane 6.
Top 3.
She's on the left side of your screen.
The top 3
Going
that
for
there are right now is the
straight
top
event
3 is going
win.
to do well, too.
Sean, we talked about less is more on this rope, and that includes contact time on the way down. Watch how beautifully Laura Horvath right there in the middle of your screen. Once she gets to the top of this rope, just gently lets go with her hands, glides down the rope until she wants more friction, regrips.
There's someone I want to throw. I think it's her.
Laura Horvath's the first woman done with her initial 3 rope climbs. She's going to get right to work on that devil's press on the 70-pound sear bell, 32 kilos.
Right.
Gabby McGowan and Tia Toomey are there. Then at the other end of the floor, Maddie Surt and Emily Rolfe.
Maddie Surt is what I'm thinking of. Tia's workout partner. I think she's going to get 4.
We're already seeing some different strategies be deployed here. Laura starting this event with more of like a muscle snatch to stand that dumbbell overhead, which means her legs never rebend, but now she's starting to jump and receive the bar or the dumbbell overhead with a bit of a power position. Same, going rep for rep with Tia, using the same strategy.
Laura Horvath in the driver's seat. She's got a couple rep lead over.
Horvath continues to lead McGowan and Toomey, who are a rep behind. There's been on Anganese on the left side.
Ooh, I like it. She's using a step back method, Sean. It's akin to the Josh Everett split snatch.
That's not bad.
What that allows her to do, stepping back each rep,
Put
doesn't
momentum
force her
in
to
it.
stand as fast. This will keep her heart rate lower, and it'll also conserve her some energy. This is a really unique way to get that dumbbell overhead, and I love to see it.
She's
not
5th
bad.
place overall coming into this event.
I need
with
to keep that in mind.
235
I like
points,
that.
She's 40 back of Ariel Lowen for 4th.
That's fucking gold. Yep.
Always have to be willing to explore
I'm liking that split jerk.
different things. I mean, this is thinking outside of the box here in regards to the way to attack this. And if she's practiced this, this is a great way for her to conserve what energy she thinks is going to be needed to, of course, climb the rope and keep going for these 21 on each side.
Laura Horvath continues to lead here. So rep up on Toomey, 2 reps up on Gabby McGowan. Horvath, 3rd place overall. She's got 305 points. 30 back of McGowan for 2nd.
Tia trying to make a move on Laura.
And Laura and Tia, I mean, all these women are more than aware of this, but this event is really hard to exchange leads with because each rep takes so long. It's not as simple as the thrusters that we saw earlier where each rep takes only a second. So Laura understands as long as she can keep a rep or 2 in the bank, she's going to be in control here.
Horvath right back to the rope for her 2nd of 3 sets. And she's about a half a rep ahead of Tia Toomey, who just made the touch on her 1st rope climb. Horvath looking for her 1st event win of this competition. She's only had 1 finish outside the top 4, and that was a 14th place.
So my rules are still the same, or I shouldn't say rules, but strategy still the same. Horvath is ahead of Toomey. All she gotta do is stay ahead of Toomey. If Horvath starts slowing down, Toomey's gonna pass her because Toomey finds a pace and stays with that pace, and that's, I think, the downside with some of the athletes is that they'll go too fast on their workouts, or they go too hard and they start slowing down when they need to just find a pace and stay with that pace that's ahead of Toomey. That's still just enough to be ahead of Toomey.
Braveheart to close out day number 1 of competition.
The attention to detail on these rope climbs is wild. Their ability to clamp so tightly with their feet, hardly using their hands for anything.
Laura Horvath back to the sear bell, and now 21 reps on the left hand. Tia Toomey's there. Now Horvath is going to get 2 reps in before Toomey starts.
And that's at least 6 or 7 seconds there on the lead.
The 2-rep lead over Tia. Tia trying to catch up.
Gabby McGowan is now done. The top 3 women in the overall standings, top 3 here in this heat.
Was the only athlete in the first heat to finish all 21 of this 2nd set of sear devil's press. Did any one of our superstar athletes in this heat get back to the rope climbs?
McGowan's had every finish inside the top 10 so far. Her worst finish was a 9th place in the prior event.
All right, you see this? Wasn't Horvath 2 reps ahead of Toomey? Now, if you see this, they're about to come up at the same time. They're batching rep for rep. Horvath is starting to slow down. I'm telling you guys, you have to find a pace and keep that pace. Don't go too hard, and make sure that your pace is solid enough that either matches to me. How about this? That even matches to me, and you can sprint out at the end and beat her in the sprint in the end, or just stay ahead of her the whole time.
Yeah, Gabby also doing a great job at consistency. She swings the dumbbell back between her legs just slightly before she swings it overhead. This allows her to create more momentum up overhead, but it also will take her a little longer to complete each rep versus the way Tia and Laura are executing the movement. You'll notice Tia takes it right from that dead stop and jumps it right over her head.
All right.
A little more than 2 minutes to go before we hit the 7-minute time cap. Brooke Wells is also out there working on her Devil's Press. As just about the entire field now is on to their final set. And Laura Horvath needs to hit the 48 rep mark. 6 remaining for her, and Tia Toomey has tied her for the lead, but Horvath has been faster on the rope climbs.
Yep.
Laura Horvath continuing to work and continuing to cling to a 1-rep lead over Tia Toomey.
Well, do you think she knows her record's at stake with consecutive wins? That's the question.
They both are tied with
Bryce
4
Anson.
straight event wins. If Tia Toomey can pull the win out here, it'll be 5 straight. That's a Rogue Invitational record. Laura Horvath is done, and she's going to get to the rope first. Now, she has been faster than Toomey here. Toomey's done, and here comes Tia. One rep down for Horvath. She's going to get right back to work. So Tia just closed out her first. If this can keep up for Horvath, she's going to win the event.
I think she's going to let Horvath take it.
She's through 2. And now Horvath going to the chalk, but she's got plenty of time to hold off Toomey. These are the only 2 women right now on the rope climbs. 3rd and final rope climb for Horvath here with less than 40 seconds to go. Horvath makes the touch. She's got to get herself across the finish line. And Laura Horvath picks up her first event win of the 2024 Rogue Invitational.
I'm a Horvath fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of both of them. But I understand. Look, I understand. Toomey won all 4 events. And for someone to finally win an event with this Horvath, who's been fighting to, get back up there. Get back up there. 'Cause she's in 3rd. So if this event win is going to be huge. Should put her in 2nd. We'll see. But, start making some noise. All right.
6:33.76 seconds. Tia Toomey is going to take 2nd. Now, Gabby McGowan right now is in 3rd, which means
Nice.
Laura will shave at least 10 points off of Gabby's lead for 2nd. Gabby McGowan had a 30-point lead on Horvath for 2nd place, and she's going to get time capped, but a 3rd place finish at 90 points for her. But Laura Horvath ends the winning streak.
Wow.
And takes event 5.
What a performance by Laura Horvath. We know she's a home run hitter, Sean. We've seen it many, many times. In fact, this was her act in protecting her event record of 4 consecutive event wins, not letting Tia come in and claim a new throne with 5 in a row.
8th career event win at the Rogue Invitational for Laura Horvath.
Hey,
there was a no rep right there. Right. That was huge.
Yeah, less is more, right? And we talked about the accuracy. These women all make it look simple, but it's that virtuous pursuit of excellence
All right.
that they have where those...
Well, we already know what the standing is going to be. We'll see what how Brooke Wells did.
Small things go unnoticed until it goes wrong, and that's where it went wrong for Tia. Laura was able to capitalize, continue to hang tightly to about a 1 or 2 rep lead. And because even on this dumbbell, those reps take about 2 to 2.5 seconds. Right now, don't worry, we're about to change that.
All right. Brooke Wells got Sydney again. Yeah, Brooke Wells holding it down. I think this might be it between the sisters because Brooke Wells been placing on top of Sydney like pretty much every event. Laura Horvath, Tia. All right. Is there any more about this? That's it. All right, cool. All right, guys. That's the end of women's event. Number 5. It's time to see the men's.